Okay, by far the best way of teaching young people about STIs is actually doing the milk game. Showing them scary pictures doesn't do anything. All it does is make a couple of kids pass out, and that's not going to get you anywhere. This is far better the way. The great thing about doing this is not only do you get to talk about STIs and show how they actually pass around, but you get to talk about the reality of the situation, as in why people who know that they should use condoms may have unprotected sex, but also you get into the relationships side as well about, is it okay to go out with your best mate's ex and things like that, and you're having really good conversations whilst you're actually delivering an STI workshop. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to set up the situation and then take you through the activity dead quickly. First of all, what we do, usually I have 10 cards, 10 character cards. The reason I have 10 is that averagely, depending on where you live, around about 1 in 10 young people who are sexually active have an STI, so 1 in 10 kind of works. So what we want to do is pour out around about, just a nice little bit at the bottom, around that sort of amount, and that will serve as each character's sexual fluids. And the idea is, when we have sex, we mix our sexual fluids together. So what we're going to do is pass our fluids from one glass to the other. Obviously, you might get a little bit messy, which is why pint glasses kind of work best. If you do make a little bit of spillage, talk about it. Talk about the fact that actually sex is messy. So what I usually have is I have 10 different character cards. So on each card, we've usually got just enough information to give you a bit of an idea about who they are. So this is Courtney. She gets on better with lads. She has a reputation. So some of the girls call her the slag. Whether or not that's true, we don't really know. And that might become important later on in the game. I usually include one character who is not heterosexual, at least one. So in this case, this is Leah. She likes both girls and guys, and she has had serious relations with both. And finally, this is Danny. Desperate to lose his virginity. It's just enough information to give you a little bit of a hint about what might happen. And as I said, each card will then get their own little pint glass of milk. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell a story. And as we tell the story, we're going to get our characters to mix their fluids together. So as we said, the group will get to decide who gets to sleep with who, and each time, if they do sleep together, we'll mix their fluids together. The idea is that you tell your story. You go through different stages, you might give them different scenarios. So in my story, generally we've got Trevor and Tracy who are going out, and usually they end up splitting up and going off with other people, and they get to decide who they go off with. There's parties that are going on, different scenarios, and the idea is you take them through so that as many different characters get involved as possible, and talk about some of those dilemmas. Is it okay to go out with your best mate's ex? If you are desperate to lose your virginity, who might you be going for? The fact that she's got a reputation, is that true? Start having some of those conversations. That's the most important part. What I haven't told you is before we start the game, is in secret, what I always do is I put a little bit of starch solution. You get starch from any supermarket. It comes in one of these lovely spray cans. If you spray it into a glass, you should be able to put it into a little container, which makes it a little bit easier because, again, this is an aerosol. And you put in around about 5 ml of starch into one of the glasses at the start. When you do this, you won't be able to tell which one it's in. But the idea is as you are mixing your fluids and passing them around the group, you will pass the STI, represented by the starch, around as well. And then at the end of the session, you can tell the group the fact that one of your characters had an STI. Ask them who they thought it was. Generally, every time I've done it, they will always suggest that either the girl with a reputation or the guy with a reputation are the two that have actually got it. They very rarely think about anybody in a relationship having it. But the way you test for starch is using ID. You can get this from any sort of pharmacy. And what we do to test it is we put in a couple of drops. If it is clear, it should stay orange. If the person's got an STI, however, it will turn browny, blacky sort of colour. So you can see that all 3 of these characters now have the STI. Like with any STI, things like chlamydia don't always have symptoms, so if we give it a little shush around, it'll disappear quite quickly. And again, when we mix our fluids with somebody else, you can see how it is passed on. So now if we test this one, they should both have the STI. Not only is it a brilliantly visual way of teaching young people about STIs, but most importantly it gets you into the intricacies of relationships and why people may not use a condom, or why somebody might go out with who, or what decisions they sort of make. And that's the really, really important part. It's dead easy to do a condom demo, but it's much more important to actually talk about why people might use them or might not use them. Okay, there you go. That's the milk game.